Alrighty guys, welcome back to Texas Raider. You know what we're doing today, and we're taking a look at the intergalactic communicator. This is the Tan Matsu. This is from Nikolai Electronics, but you should get it from Arc Labs. Ilya's got a badass store, super cool devices, but let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna go ahead and use the top right button here on our Tan Matsu. We'll press and hold that in for just a second. We're gonna get a green light. It's gonna start firing up that system, and we are off to the races. We've got our green light here, which is gonna indicate our radio is working correctly. Now, there is a lot of stuff on the TANMATSU. You got apps, repository settings, and plugins. What we're gonna do is actually head into MESHCORE, and you can see I've got a lot of stuff. I don't even have everything downloaded. There's tons of stuff, but we'll hop into MESHCORE here. It's super quick, fires up right away. This is a phenomenal adaptation of the program. The Gen 1 MESHCORE that was running on the OG Tanmatsu, I thought had a lot of room for improvement. I've talked with a couple of the guys that were developing some of the programs. Whether they listened to me or not, I think they did a really cool job here. So once this is loaded up, you've got nodes, DM, channel, map, toolbox, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, advert, your settings. There's an about, QR code, and you can exit as well. We don't want to do that because today we're discussing everything. So when you first get in here, nothing honestly is going to work. So in order to get that to work, from this home screen to get things started, we're going to go down to our settings. We'll hit enter, and you're going to see this opens up a whole new submenu. So there's identity, regulatory, radio, Wi-Fi, sounds, brightness, region and location, Bluetooth, and then your toolbox. So one thing that you're gonna wanna do is set up your identity. I left my radio ID just as it is. We're running Radio Fillmore 3.2.0. My owner name is 1113, and my advert is exactly the same. The role that we're using is gonna be chat for this device. When you go over to regulatory, depending on the country you're in, I'm in America, so country is going to be United States. That's US 915. Our antenna gain is actually set at 0 dBi, and it's got a duty cycle. There's one used. You have no limit on here, which is really cool. When you go over to your radio, this is where you can actually change stuff. So the first setting here is frequency. You could hit enter, and then you can kind of mix around depending on which frequency you need. We're in Colorado specifically, and MESHCORE has its own little repeater brace and setup here. So our spreading factor is going to be SF7. Bandwidth should be 62 kilohertz. Our coding rate is 4.5. We've got our TX power at 22 dBm. That is just standard. We've got a sync word, preamble length. Don't mess with those. LoRa preset. It's going to switch over to custom. We've got RX sensitivity. You do have the ability, if you want, to change this between high, power save. You can kind of choose what you want. They recommend high, just give you that little extra boost. Got your path hash rate. We are on the 1 byte, which is 64 hops. I've been talking back and forth to a couple guys, but there are some people that are on 2 bytes. It just kind of depends. You can play around with those and see who you are able to talk with. Backing out of that menu, we'll hit that little red X, and this will take us over to our Wi-Fi. We're currently connected to our internet. You don't really need it for anything that I'm aware of currently, but I have been wrong before. But you've got your SSID status network, and it is enabled. If we're to go down to sounds, you do have volume. It's at 40%. DM sound, that says missing number 1, missing number 2, missing number 3. Those are air sounds, channel sounds. You've got a boot sound. Looks like there's no boot sound. Preview DM, preview channel, preview air, preview boot, and then that takes you back to the top. Your brightness, you can change a couple different features. There's display, keyboard, RGB LED, and auto blank display. That's currently off, but you can manually do it, which is really neat. I do like that feature as well. For your region and location, this is another important setting. Your region scope needs to be set properly. I have 00, that is United States. This unit does not have a built-in GPS, despite all the crazy fancy stuff that it's actually capable of doing. You can hook one up to it if you need, but there is no GPS, so that's not set. Latitude's not set. GPS source, none. Profile, we're on walking. Poll interviews, auto. Comment distance, auto. Map, you have a style you can choose from there. Don't have a map loaded yet, but eventually we will get that loaded on there. Taking a look at Bluetooth, this will work with your companions if you wanted to. So you do have BLE companion, you can turn that on or off. You have a pairing code if you want to change that, and you can also look at your paired devices. Currently, I don't have anything in it. Toolbox actually goes into another little submenu. This will have your packet logs, coverage text, and storage viewer. So it's got SD usage plus backup restore. This will ping repeaters and log reliability to the SD card. And then your top one's got live RX, TX frames, hex dumps, and a dissector in there. So you can actually do quite a bit with this, to be completely honest, but that covers your main settings and how you want to hook up the radio. Once you have your settings done, you can hop over to nodes, and you'll see right now I do have a SD card in here. So MESHCORE is installed on the system itself, and then all my chats, data, information, and people is being stored on that SD card. So when you boot up, it's really loading everything, all your history, which is really cool. You can scroll through these. So far, this is day one playing with it, and I was able to pick up 12 different nodes. You can see the RSI, the SNR, the packets, distance, if you had GPS, and the length of time that you had seen them. So there's actually quite a bit of features. If you click onto something, you can actually directly message them, which is really cool. That's really handy. It wasn't something that was actually available in the other one. If you have messaged someone privately, there are DMs. So you can see that last guy that I just pulled up, even though I haven't typed anything to him. If I wanted to, you can go ahead, say, press enter, and type up a silly little message just like that. And maybe he'll get it, maybe not. I'm not too sure how far away this guy is, but you have access to direct messaging now, which is phenomenal, to be honest. If you're looking at the next one, that's going to be channel. We'll go ahead and click over into that. Once you're in your channels, this lets you know you've got publics, your DMs, or your privates. So we can click into a public channel, and you can see we had actually a couple people that were actually posting some stuff. So I said, hello, test one Denver. We got a little hi, let that guy know thanks for his response. And then I had a couple other people pop up after I got home. So this thing is running, it's doing really great. Even in this crappy position, you can see we got 73% on our antenna. So that's looking phenomenal. Your map is going to be really cool, other than the fact that I don't have one loaded yet, but that'll have chat, repeaters, the rooms, and sensors as well. So you can see quite a bit. Once you have a map loaded on there, especially if you had a GPS, you could probably do some really cool stuff. This little guy here in the middle on the left is advert. So if you were to click into this, this will let you adjust or change your flood interval, the direct interval. So I have my flood at 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, it'll go ahead and ping out who I am. My direct interview is actually receiving information in. So that is set to every 30 seconds. I want to receive as much as I can. You have the ability to send a flood now or send a direct. So flood goes to everybody. The direct will go just to a repeater. We'll go ahead and hit back. Got that lower region and location. We already went through that, the brightness and the sounds. That pretty much covers that little part of the radio for your adverts. You do have Wi-Fi, that's in the tools, Bluetooth in the tools. If you look at your settings, again, this kind of takes you back into your radio mode, so you can go through all that stuff if you need to make any changes. You do have an about section. This will tell you pretty much anything about the app, who made it, what it's built on, all that jazz. Do have a QR code. Last time when you were to use the QR code, if you did use that, the system would kind of freeze up. So that's a QR code. Press the red X to close. Good job, guys. That actually works really well. We have an exit button at the very end. We're not going to press that quite yet. If you look on this bottom, if you press the yellow square, that will blank or wake the display. So if you're concerned about saving battery life, there you go. You do have audible notifications on this unit. And if you get a message, this little box here with the message indicator, that will actually light up. I believe it's yellow if I remember correctly, but super cool program. Wanted to show you guys that. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Again, this is the Tan Matsu. This is the 2.0. Ilya is an official US distributor, so check out Arc Labs. This guy's got all the jams, baby. This is a super cool unit. I think this is a huge improvement over the Gen 1. There is a lot of work that has been done. This was only one of the apps that are available. Again, we'll go over some of the other ones if people want those, but I hope you guys have a great night. Again, my name's Jonathan. You're watching Techs at Raider, and I hope you guys pick up a Tan Matsu and start intergalactically communicating with everybody around you. Have a great night, guys. We will talk to you later.